And our next story is about former Nissan chairman who filed a lawsuit against the car maker.
Nissan is in trouble. Big trouble. Once a symbol of trust and affordability, this carmaker is now watching its reputation crumble. Could this be the beginning of the end for Nissan in America? Nissan built its legacy on reliable cars and great value, but now its vehicles are piling up on dealership lots. The automaker's reputation has taken a massive hit, and the company is scrambling to recover. Could this spell the end of Nissan as we know it? What went so wrong for Nissan? Is it the quality of their vehicles, bad decisions by leadership, or shifting consumer demands? And more importantly, how does this impact car owners and buyers across the country? Let's dive into the truth behind Nissan's decline. What's happening? Nissan was once a household name, synonymous with reliability, affordability, and innovation. But today, Americans are walking away from the brand in droves. It's hard to imagine that the same automaker responsible for the beloved Altima and Rogue could now be teetering on the brink of collapse. So what went wrong? How did Nissan fall so far, so fast? The numbers paint a grim picture. Nissan's profits have plummeted by a staggering 70%. Dealerships are burdened with mountains of unsold vehicles, some sitting for over 200 days, collecting dust. To make matters worse, Nissan recently announced a drastic 25% cut in global production, a move that reflects not just financial strain, but a lack of demand for its cars. This isn't just a rough patch, it's a full-blown crisis. Adding to the chaos, Nissan posted a $60 million loss last quarter alone. While the pandemic and supply chain disruptions have undoubtedly played a role, the root causes of Nissan's troubles run much deeper. Mismanagement, poor market strategy, and a failure to adapt to shifting consumer preferences have all contributed to the brand's current struggles. But what does this mean for American car buyers? And more importantly, how did a once dominant brand end up in this position? Nissan's glory days. To understand the depth of Nissan's decline, it's worth revisiting its heyday. For decades, Nissan was a go-to choice for American families seeking dependable, affordable vehicles. The Altima became a staple in suburban driveways, while the Rogue earned its place as one of the most popular compact sport utility vehicles on the market. Nissan wasn't just building cars, it was building trust. The brand's success wasn't just limited to sedans and sport utility vehicles. Models like the Nissan 350Z brought a sense of excitement to its lineup, while the rugged Frontier pickup truck appealed to a loyal base of truck enthusiasts. Nissan offered something for everyone, from practical commuters to adventure seekers. It was this versatility and reliability that cemented the brand's reputation as an industry leader. But as competitors like Toyota and Honda doubled down on their strengths, Nissan began to lose its footing. The very qualities that once defined the brand, value, reliability, and innovation, started to fade. What was once a beloved name in American households began to feel out of touch, struggling to keep up with the changing demands of the market. Signs of a brand in crisis. The warning signs of Nissan's troubles have been building for years, but they've become impossible to ignore. Perhaps the most striking indicator is the sheer volume of unsold inventory piling up at dealerships across the country. Rows of shiny new vehicles sit idle, some for over 200 days. For dealerships, this is more than just a logistical nightmare. It's a financial burden. Every unsold car represents a cost, from maintenance to interest on loans taken to keep inventory on the lot. Dealerships are now resorting to drastic measures to move vehicles, slashing prices and offering steep discounts. In some cases, buyers can find deals of up to $8,000 off the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Yet even these incentives aren't enough to clear the lots. Meanwhile, Nissan's production cuts have sent shockwaves through the industry. A 25% reduction in output is not just a reflection of weak demand. It's a sign of a brand struggling to find its place in a competitive market. For a company that once prided itself on being a cornerstone of the American auto industry, this is a devastating blow. So what does it mean to you? If you're a car owner, buyer, or even just an observer of the auto industry, Nissan's struggles are more than just headlines. They're a sign of broader shifts that could impact you directly. For one, falling demand for Nissan vehicles has led to a significant decline in their resale value. If you own a Nissan and plan to trade it in, you may find yourself facing negative equity, where the amount you owe on your car loan exceeds its current value. This financial gap can make upgrading to a new vehicle an expensive and frustrating process. Repossession rates are also climbing, with many Nissan owners finding themselves unable to keep up with payments. In fact, repossessions have risen by 23% compared to last year, a trend that's particularly troubling for middle-class families already stretched thin by rising living costs. For many, owning a car is not just a convenience, it's a necessity. The financial strain caused by Nissan's declining value is pushing some owners into a cycle of debt they can't escape. Then there's the ripple effect on the automotive industry as a whole. Nissan's struggles aren't happening in a vacuum. As the brand slashes prices to move unsold inventory, it's dragging down the resale value of all vehicles, not just its own. This creates a challenging environment for both buyers and sellers, leading to uncertainty in the market. And for those who rely on Nissan for affordable transportation, the brand's decline leaves a void that competitors are eager to fill. Failing to adapt to market shifts. Nissan's current struggles can be traced back to a series of miscalculations in reading the automotive market. While its competitors such as Toyota and Honda leaned into their established strengths, Nissan attempted to spread itself too thin, trying to cater to a wide range of consumers without a clear strategy. This lack of focus resulted in a muddled brand identity that left buyers unsure of what Nissan truly stood for. One of Nissan's most glaring missteps was its overcommitment to large vehicles, such as the Armada sport utility vehicle and Titan pickup truck. In a market increasingly dominated by fuel-efficient cars and hybrids, Nissan doubled down on gas guzzlers. This decision was particularly tone-deaf in the face of rising fuel prices and growing consumer interest in environmentally friendly vehicles. While Americans were turning to smaller, more efficient cars or exploring hybrid options, Nissan continued to churn out large, inefficient models that no longer resonated with the market. Adding to the problem was the pricing of these vehicles. Once known for offering affordable options, Nissan has priced models like the Pathfinder and Maxima in ranges that compete directly with premium brands. Buyers looking at a Nissan sedan or sport utility vehicle in the $30,000 range are now comparing it to offerings from Toyota, Hyundai, and even entry-level luxury brands. With superior technology, fuel efficiency, and design from competitors, Nissan often loses out in these head-to-head comparisons. What was once a brand celebrated for its value proposition now struggles to justify its price tags. The Leaf's lost potential. Nissan was once an industry pioneer in the electric vehicle space, thanks to the launch of the Nissan Leaf in the year 2010. At the time, the Leaf was a revolutionary product offering an affordable, eco-friendly alternative for early adopters of electric vehicle technology. It symbolized Nissan's commitment to innovation and its willingness to push boundaries. However, what began as a bold move into the future of transportation quickly turned into a missed opportunity. The Leaf's initial success was undeniable. As one of the first mass-market electric vehicles, it captured the attention of environmentally conscious drivers and garnered significant media coverage. But instead of building on this momentum, Nissan allowed the Leaf to stagnate. Over the years, competitors like Tesla, Hyundai, and Ford entered the electric vehicle market with more innovative, technologically advanced models. Nissan, meanwhile, made only incremental updates to the Leaf, failing to address critical consumer concerns such as driving range and charging infrastructure. Today, the Nissan Leaf is a shadow of its former self. Its limited range, barely reaching 200 miles per charge, feels outdated in a market where electric vehicles routinely offer 300 miles or more. This shortcoming, coupled with a lack of cutting-edge features, has pushed potential buyers toward more compelling alternatives. The Tesla Model 3, for example, not only offers superior range, but also includes a suite of advanced driver assistance technologies and a sleek, modern design that the Leaf simply cannot match. The Leaf's decline highlights a broader issue within Nissan, a reluctance to take risks and invest in bold innovations. While competitors have embraced the challenge of creating groundbreaking electric vehicles, Nissan has remained cautious, seemingly unwilling to commit the resources necessary to stay ahead. This conservative approach has cost the company its early lead in the electric vehicle market and left it struggling to remain relevant in an increasingly competitive space. Outsourcing and quality concerns. In its effort to cut costs and remain competitive, Nissan has increasingly relied on outsourced production, with a significant portion of its manufacturing taking place in Mexico. While this strategy has helped reduce expenses in the short term, it has also introduced a host of challenges that have eroded consumer trust and tarnished the brand's reputation. One of the most significant issues associated with outsourcing is quality control. Vehicles produced in regions with lower labor costs are often perceived as being of inferior inferior quality compared to those manufactured in the United States or Japan. Unfortunately for Nissan, this perception has been reinforced by reports of reliability issues and recalls in some of its models. For a brand that once prided itself on dependability, these quality concerns have been particularly damaging. Take, for example, the Nissan Sentra. Once a popular choice for budget-conscious buyers, the model has faced criticism in recent years for its inconsistent build quality and subpar materials. Similarly, the Rogue, one of Nissan's best-selling sport utility vehicles, has been plagued by complaints about its transmission and overall durability. These issues have left many buyers questioning whether Nissan still represents the reliability they have come to expect from Japanese automakers. Outsourcing has also created logistical challenges for Nissan. The reliance on international supply chains has made the company vulnerable to disruptions, such as those caused by the global pandemic and geopolitical tensions. These disruptions have delayed production, increased costs, and in some cases left dealerships without sufficient inventory to meet demand. While Nissan is not alone in facing these challenges, its dependence on outsourcing has made it particularly susceptible to these risks. The decision to prioritize cost-cutting over quality has created a vicious cycle for Nissan. As quality concerns grow, consumer confidence declines, leading to lower sales and reduced revenue. This in turn forces the company to make further cuts, perpetuating the very issues that have caused its decline. The ripple effect on competitors. Nissan's missteps have not only impacted its own fortunes, but also created opportunities for its competitors to thrive. Brands like Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, and Tesla have all capitalized on Nissan's struggles, positioning themselves as more reliable, innovative, and customer-focused alternatives. Toyota, for instance, has doubled down on its reputation for reliability and fuel efficiency, offering a range of hybrid models that appeal to environmentally conscious buyers. The Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, in particular, has become a top choice for consumers seeking a balance of practicality, performance, and sustainability. Honda has similarly focused on its core strengths, introducing models like the Honda CR-V Hybrid that deliver exceptional value and dependability. Hyundai and Kia have also emerged as formidable competitors, leveraging their affordable pricing and feature-rich vehicles to attract budget-conscious buyers. Hyundai's Kona Electric and Kia's Niro Electric have gained traction in the electric vehicle market, offering modern designs and competitive driving ranges that outshine Nissan's aging Leaf. These brands have effectively filled the void left by Nissan, capturing the attention of buyers who once considered Nissan their go-to choice. Tesla, meanwhile, continues to dominate the electric vehicle market, setting the standard for innovation and performance. The Tesla Model 3 and Model Y have redefined consumer expectations for electric vehicles, offering cutting-edge technology, long-range batteries, and an aspirational brand image. Nissan's inability to compete with Tesla in this space has further solidified its decline. The impact on dealerships. Nissan's struggles are not confined to its manufacturing plants or corporate offices. They are hitting dealerships across the United States with full force. These dealerships are often the first to feel the financial pain when inventory builds up and consumer demand wanes. For many Nissan dealers, the situation has reached a breaking point. Dealership lots are overflowing with unsold vehicles, some sitting idle for months on end. Each unsold car represents a mounting cost to the dealership, as dealers must pay flooring fees, essentially loan interest on their inventory. For a brand like Nissan, where sales have stalled, these costs are becoming unsustainable. Rows of cars, including popular models like the Nissan Rogue and Altima, sit untouched, gathering dust and eating into dealership profits. To move inventory, Nissan dealers are slashing prices and offering aggressive discounts. In some cases, customers can find markdowns of up to $8,000 on a new car. These price cuts may help clear some of the backlog, but they also create long-term challenges. By drastically reducing prices, dealerships set a precedent that devalues Nissan vehicles across the board, further eroding the brand's already shaky reputation. The financial strain on dealerships extends beyond their sales departments. Service and maintenance centers, often a reliable source of income for dealers, are also feeling the pinch. As fewer new Nissans are sold, the pipeline of future service customers shrinks. This decline in service traffic compounds the financial difficulties faced by dealerships, creating a vicious cycle that is hard to escape. Nissan's reputation crisis. Reputation is everything in the automotive industry, and for Nissan, that reputation is now under siege. The brand that was once synonymous with dependability and value has become a cautionary tale of mismanagement and missed opportunities. For consumers, the Nissan badge no longer inspires the same confidence it once did. A major contributor to Nissan's reputation crisis is its perceived lack of quality. Reports of reliability issues, recalls, and subpar materials have tarnished the brand's image. Models like the Sentra and Rogue, once staples of Nissan's lineup, have faced criticism for everything from transmission problems to interior durability. These issues are not just isolated incidents. They represent a broader trend that has undermined consumer trust. Adding to the problem is Nissan's failure to innovate. In an industry where cutting-edge technology and forward-thinking designs are key to success, Nissan has lagged behind. Its vehicles often feel outdated compared to competitors, lacking the advanced safety features, connectivity options, and fuel efficiency that modern buyers demand. This lack of innovation has made Nissan a less attractive choice, especially for younger, tech-savvy consumers. The company's pricing strategy has also played a role in its reputation decline. Nissan's decision to position models like the Maxima and Pathfinder in the premium price range has alienated its core audience. Buyers who once turned to Nissan for affordable, reliable vehicles now feel that the brand no longer offers good value for money. This perception has pushed many consumers toward competitors like Toyota and Hyundai, which are perceived as offering more for less. The role of economic pressures. While Nissan's internal missteps have played a significant role in its decline, external economic pressures have only exacerbated the situation. Rising interest rates, inflation, and skyrocketing insurance costs have made car ownership more expensive than ever, creating additional challenges for a brand already struggling to compete. Interest rates on auto loans have reached record highs, with new car loan rates averaging 7.2% and pre-owned car loans climbing above 11%. For consumers, these higher rates translate into significantly larger monthly payments, making affordability a critical factor in the car buying decision. Nissan, which no longer holds its reputation as a value brand, has found itself at a disadvantage in this environment. Inflation has further squeezed consumers' budgets, driving up the cost of essentials like food, housing, and energy. For many families, purchasing a new vehicle has become a lower priority, particularly if the vehicle in question is perceived as overpriced or unreliable. Nissan's current lineup, which includes models that have crept into premium price ranges without delivering premium value, has struggled to resonate with budget-conscious buyers. Insurance costs are another hurdle. Across the United States, auto insurance premiums have increased by 50 to 60% over the past 2 years. These rising costs make owning and insuring a car a significant financial burden, particularly for buyers who are already stretching their budgets. For a brand like Nissan, whose appeal once lay in its affordability, these additional expenses are yet another barrier to recovery. Global implications. Nissan's struggles are not confined to the United States. They reflect a global brand grappling with declining sales, production cuts, and a shifting automotive landscape. The company's decision to reduce global production by 25% is a clear indication of its challenges, but it also raises questions about its long-term viability. In markets like Europe and Asia, where sustainability and innovation are key selling points, Nissan has struggled to keep pace with competitors. The brand's outdated lineup and lack of exciting new models have made it increasingly irrelevant in regions where buyers demand cutting-edge technology and eco-friendly options. This decline in global relevance has had a ripple effect, further eroding consumer confidence in Nissan's ability to compete on a global scale. Adding to the uncertainty are rumors of potential mergers or strategic alliances. Talks of a merger with Honda have sparked speculation about Nissan's future, with some seeing it as a lifeline and others viewing it as a sign of desperation. While a merger could provide the resources and innovation Nissan needs to reinvent itself, it would also represent a significant departure from the brand's independent legacy. Whether such a move could save Nissan or mark the beginning of the end remains to be seen. Nissan's global challenges are compounded by its reliance on international supply chains. The disruptions caused by the global pandemic and geopolitical tensions have highlighted the vulnerabilities of this approach. From delays in securing key components to increased production costs, these challenges have further strained the company's resources and limited its ability to adapt to changing market conditions. Opportunities in the electric vehicle market. Despite its current struggles, Nissan's future is not entirely bleak. The brand still has untapped potential in the electric vehicle market, a sector poised for rapid growth in the coming years. Nissan already has a foothold in this space, thanks to the Nissan Leaf, but the question remains, can the company evolve quickly enough to regain its competitive edge? The electric vehicle market is expanding at an unprecedented rate, with more consumers prioritizing sustainability and fuel efficiency. Competitors like Tesla, Hyundai, and even legacy brands such as Ford have taken bold steps to capture this demand. Nissan, however, has lagged behind, offering incremental updates to its electric lineup rather than the groundbreaking innovation that today's buyers crave. To turn things around, Nissan must invest heavily in research and development for next-generation electric vehicles. This means longer-range batteries, faster charging capabilities, and modern tech-driven designs that appeal to both eco-conscious buyers and those seeking cutting-edge features. A flagship electric vehicle, one that can rival the Tesla Model Y or Ford Mustang Mach-E, could redefine Nissan's position in the market. Nissan also needs to capitalize on its global manufacturing network to scale electric vehicle production efficiently. By focusing on cost-effective electric vehicle models, Nissan could target a broader audience, especially those looking for an affordable entry point into the world of electric vehicles. This strategy could help the company reclaim its reputation for value while also addressing the growing demand for sustainable transportation. Rebuilding consumer trust. For Nissan, restoring its reputation is not just a priority, it is a necessity. Years of quality concerns, lackluster innovation, and inconsistent pricing have eroded the trust of its once loyal customer base. To win back consumers, Nissan must take decisive action. First, the company needs to address the quality issues that have plagued its vehicles. This means tighter quality control, better materials, and a renewed focus on durability. Buyers need to feel confident that a Nissan vehicle will stand the test of time, whether it is a sedan, a sport utility vehicle, or a pickup truck. Without this assurance, rebuilding trust will be an uphill battle. Second, Nissan must prioritize transparency and customer engagement. By openly addressing past mistakes and outlining clear steps for improvement, the brand can begin to repair its damaged reputation. Offering extended warranties, loyalty programs, and other incentives could further demonstrate Nissan's commitment to its customers. The company must embrace bold, customer-focused innovation, whether it is through advanced safety features, intuitive infotainment systems, or sustainable manufacturing practices. Nissan needs to give buyers a reason to believe in the brand again. Each new model should reflect the needs and desires of modern consumers, rather than relying on outdated assumptions. Strategic adjustments for the future. Nissan's path to recovery will also require strategic adjustments to its pricing and product lineup. The brand's current pricing strategy has alienated budget-conscious buyers while failing to deliver the premium experience expected by those paying higher prices. To succeed, Nissan must return to its roots, offering vehicles that combine affordability with value. One approach could involve streamlining the product lineup to focus on core models with broad appeal. Instead of trying to cater to every market segment, Nissan should concentrate on its strengths, such as compact sedans, mid-sized sport utility vehicles, and entry-level electric vehicles. By doing so, the company can allocate resources more effectively and ensure that each model meets the highest standards of quality and performance. Nissan also needs to rethink its approach to marketing and branding. The company must create a clear and compelling narrative that resonates with buyers. Whether it is emphasizing sustainability, innovation, or reliability, Nissan's messaging must reflect a cohesive vision that differentiates it from competitors. Lessons for the industry. Nissan's struggles offer valuable lessons for the entire automotive industry. In an era of rapid change, complacency is no longer an option. Brands that fail to adapt to shifting consumer preferences, technological advancements, and economic pressures risk being left behind. The rise of electric vehicles, for example, highlights the importance of staying ahead of industry trends. Companies that invest in innovation and sustainability are not only meeting the demands of today's buyers, but also positioning themselves for long-term success. Nissan's early lead in the electric vehicle market through the Leaf was a missed opportunity, but it serves as a reminder of the need to build on successes rather than resting on laurels. Pricing is another critical factor. Buyers are more informed than ever and expect their vehicles to offer a strong balance of cost, features, and reliability. Brands that overprice their models without delivering corresponding value risk losing their audience to competitors who offer more for less. But what do you think? Can Nissan recover, or is it too late for the brand to turn things around? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you owned a Nissan, or are you considering one? Or have you already made the switch to a competitor? We would love to hear your perspective on where Nissan and the industry as a whole goes from here. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest insights from the automotive world. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.